In 1964, a 24-year-old German folk singer left his hometown on a trip around the world in a small French car. What should have taken him 2 years has taken him 20. But now Manfred Müller is on his way home driving through Africa.
At the outset, I had 160 marks at that time, $40 US, and then supported mostly by playing in clubs, in hotels, and in restaurants, on parties. So that is what made the money to continue this trip.
You've also used the same car on the whole trip. Have you had a great deal of difficulty getting spare parts for the car?
The car is a 63 Citroen and a little 2CV, and it has performed very well. I think only due to certain mishaps, like accidents, has the car been put to rest for a little while, and then I have always managed to get parts again. That also took some time. That made it such a long journey around the world.
What have been some of the highlights of that journey?
Highlights were the extreme experience of meeting other people in countries that I had only read about, and sometimes had not quite the opinion about that. I then learned about the people, driving in hazardous hazardous roads, and just beautiful, great experiences on this trip.
Any hair-raising experiences?
Well, just to point out, one trip was a trip from Bangkok up to Vientiane, Laos, and I was at that time traveling with my friend Ernst Lürs from Helgoland, northern Germany, and we were told not to continue that trip outside of Vientiane because the rest of the country was Pathet Lao occupied. We somehow managed the first checkpoint, and after the most important, the next 2, 3 were actually minor handicaps. We told them we were on a special mission, and our car looked special mission enough, and so we drove on. Yet we had to experience a very hazardous trip of no bridges through riverbeds, and needed a lot of time to just manage about 150 to 200 kilometers. It took us about a whole week to manage these travels. And it was at times mine-infested roads that we were told by people then, even Pathet Laos that we then met, to drive this or that direction in order to get through safely.
You've shipped the car over from the United States to Cape Town. What plans do you have from here on?
I'll want to drive on this week to Johannesburg, and then on up north to Zimbabwe, Zambia, Tanzania, Kenya, Uganda, Zaire, Central Africa, African Republic, Cameroon, Nigeria. Hopefully the borders will be open, Niger, Algeria, Morocco, and back to Europe.
That was Manfred Müller on his way home via Cape Town.